to 911. What's the location of your emergency?
I'm worried about my wife and kids because they left to go to New York, and I haven't been able to get in touch with them.
Hi guys, I just wanted to check in before the video starts and remind you that this is a true crime case. It's got a lot of sensitive information and definitely has some triggers there. So if this is not your cup of tea, this is when you bow out gracefully. And for the rest, I hope that you find the video informative, and I would love to hear your opinions in the comments. So let's just start the video. What happened to Jennifer Dulos? Jennifer was born on September 27th, 1968 to Gloria and Hilliard Farber, and she was the niece to Liz Claiborne. She was a bright woman who graduated from Brown University. She had gotten her master's in writing, and this is where she first met her eventual husband, Fotis Dulos. He owned a company called Four Group Inc. that built luxury homes. Fotis and Jennifer got married a month after his first marriage was dissolved. They went on to have 5 children, including 2 sets of twins. She had a blog, 5 Make 7. This is how she made extra money and shared about her family. May 24th, 2019. Jennifer was getting her kids ready for school. At about 8 a.m., she left the house and dropped her kids off to New Canaan Country School. We know that she made it home as the neighbor's camera saw her returning. The car was seen leaving again at 10:25, but it was not Jennifer driving. The babysitter arrived at the house around 11:30 and felt like something was off. Noting she went to replace the paper towels, and when she went to retrieve them from the cupboard, there were 2 rolls left, whereas the night before she had a new pack of 12 in the pantry. The children's minder then texted Jennifer at 12:43 and 1:10 without any response. She tried texting and calling and felt like something was wrong. Family started to get concerned, as by this point Jennifer was missing. No one had spoke to her all day, and they made a police report at 7 p.m. for the missing mom. The police found blood-like substances around the house. That was when they feared the worst. The babysitter Lauren had talked about fights and tears of Jennifer, even to the point of Fotis beating at a door to get to Jennifer, not realizing the babysitter was there. Once he realized this, he stopped. Now, Jennifer was married to Fotis. They lived very well off and enjoyed many years together. Yet in June of 2017, she filed for divorce. The day before, Fotis had called the police in fear for his wife and children. In fact, Jennifer was in fear of her husband, left him without him knowing until she and the kids were out. She filed for emergency custody and divorce. She feared him, and he had told her he would kidnap the kids, disappear with the children to Greece. She was afraid. Fotis had an affair on Jennifer, but Jennifer had more to worry about. Fotis had bought a gun and was acting unhinged. There was a bitter divorce for 2 years until Jennifer disappeared. For further context, in March of 2018, Jennifer had a second emergency custody order and she was awarded sole custody of the children with visitation for Fotis. It was at this time that Jennifer's mom had sued Fotis for over $1.7 million that she said her dad had loaned him. Jennifer disappeared on May 24th. The police, of course, would look at her ex Fotis. The police investigated and found that he was in the area and was found on surveillance cameras to have gone from trash can to get rid of evidence. His girlfriend Michelle, who by the way Fotis had started an affair with in March of 2017, said that that was indeed them. Forensics found that the blood found at the home was that of Jennifer's, with a sampling from a faucet showing both her and Fotis's blood mixed together. The evidence that Fotis and Michelle were throwing out had Jennifer's blood on them. They even found a license plate that was altered and traced back to Fotis. On June 1st, 2019, Fotis and his girlfriend Michelle were arrested and charged with tampering of evidence. Fotis would eventually be arrested on January 7th, 2020 for capital murder and kidnapping. Michelle was charged with conspiracy to commit murder, for which she pleaded not guilty. And now there's a third person that was introduced as a co-conspirator to commit murder. This was his friend and attorney, Kent. It was at this time that Fotis tried to cast doubt on Jennifer, trying to say that she was living out Gone Girl, where she leaves everything and everyone behind for a new life, that Jennifer was still alive, and that was her revenge on him. Fotis was able to bond out at $6 million and returned for an emergency bond hearing on January 28, 2020. Fotis did not show up for court. At this time, Fotis was actually at his home in Farmington attempting to unalive himself through carbon dioxide poisoning. They found him, hospitalized him, but he lost his life on January 30th, 2020. He had a visit with his 5 children before his passing. It is alleged that he left a letter in blue ink that neither himself, Michelle, nor Kent had anything to do with Jennifer being missing. He said he did nothing and would not spend 1 hour in jail for something that he had not done. In 2021 in Connecticut, there was a law passed called Jennifer's Law, which expands the definition of domestic disputes and different levels of violence. They never found the body, and Jennifer is still missing today. God bless Jennifer and her family and friends for sure. We're going to do a reading and ask the questions that everybody wants to know. So let's get straight into it. First, I want to ask Jennifer, what happened? Are you alive? Are you dead? What happened? Where's your body? Like, I tell me the story of your life as it has been or as it is. Because some people still believe that she may have gone off and left her family. But the majority believe that she was killed by her husband, Fotis. So let's see what Jennifer has to say through tarot. Holy sugar. That's a lot of cards. Very beginning, we got the 6. I am so sorry, guys, for the interruption. For whatever reason, the camera shut off. And appreciate if you ask any of my family and friends, I am awful with electronics, with charging them up. I don't carry my phone on me. Like, I'm just not good with it. So I was like, is my camera, like, battery dead? Because I knew that it was charged. I knew it was like at 80-something%. And no, the camera just shut off for no reason. So that happened. So let's get back to the reading. The first card out was the 6 of Pentacles. When I was learning tarot, the 6 of Pentacles was like, go out and live your life because you're not guaranteed a moment longer. I think it was like Don Juan or somebody said that. And so this shows that she knew in her heart that she was in danger. She knew that she was going to have to face Fotis. And this is where they actually, like she's saying and showing that they came together at this point. crossing it. Oh, we got the three of swords. So this is heartbreak. This is the divorce. What was causing all the strain and everything was the divorce, the children, everything that comes along with it. They were just both so contentious. Underneath it all, we've got illusions. She was thinking to herself, you know, I've got 5 children and I've got to try to keep this together and have a semblance of family. But Fotis was already out the door. He already had another girlfriend, Michelle. And so I think she was kind of in a daze. She didn't know what to do. And it was at this point that she started to realize, like, I got to get out of this situation. But she also knew that there was no way that she'd be able to get away with him knowing. So she had to do it behind the scenes. And here we are. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Slow movement. So when she was leaving Fotis, she started just taking things from her house and putting him to another house, slowly but surely, so that he didn't notice, but she wanted certain things to go. So I think this is showing, like, I moved a lot of my stuff and I was slowly doing it under the radar. And on top, she's got the Queen of Pentacles. Her heart is into those kids. Her complete being is like, my reason for living was those kids. She loved them, like, dearly. And that's why she tried so hard, even though she knew that the idea of having the perfect family was an illusion. But that's what she wanted. She got the Wheel of Fortune. Unfortunately, it was a bad spin of the wheel for her. We've got her going away. But in this card, in the Six of Swords, there's a man pushing, or the man is rowing the boat away. I think this is Fotis taking her away. This is her way of saying, you know, unfortunately, because I've got the Six of Swords, this was a really difficult death. He didn't make it easy for her. And in this, you can see there's a child there, but you can't really see. I think that this is, he had somebody help him. This could be his friend Kent, who helped him get away. He took the body, and the body's in water. Guaranteed, body is in water. The people around, they just want justice. They're like, you know, come on, this should be moving faster. Let's get this going. The people around want to have answers and know what happened. God bless her. In her heart, in her mind, it was all about doing what was right, having a relationship, or trying to have a relationship because of the kids. Her intention was always filled with love. This was her being, you know. She's a really great person. You can feel it, like, you can actually feel it. I feel like her smile would just, like, light up the room, and her laughter, and just beautiful. And even though they had separated, you know, I think she really loved him a lot when they were together. The outcome, we've got Temperance. You know, there's a little bit of kind of mixing that we have to do. And she realized that she was trying to get away from him. She was trying to forge forward and have a new life, but she could never get a balance there. It was so unbalanced. And I mean, God is just, like, you know, involved here. This is her life experience that she had to learn her lesson, and an angel was with her through it all. Some angel, some spirit was with her through it all. So even though it was horrific, she was being protected. And even with the multiple stabs, she didn't feel them because the fright was so strong, and it was like she couldn't believe that this was happening, and she bled out because it was imbalanced, right? The blood came out. We've got her moving away. She's definitely passed away. She's definitely gone to heaven. This is the uncertainty of the relationship, the uncertainty of the whole situation. She really did not or could not see the big picture. She knew that he was rough and tough and that she was scared of him, but she did not know how far he was going to take it. So she was taken by surprise by this. We've got the Knight of Cups. This is her way of saying that he got his because he committed suicide, but that was giving the answer without saying the answer, that he had done this. That's her way of letting us know that, yes, he did this. Holy. We've got the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups, it's like God works in mysterious ways, and this was her path, this was her journey, this was her lesson that she had to learn. This was already preordained before she ever came to earth. She wants, the message here, she wants for us to live our lives, to know that we don't have all the time in the world, that anything can happen at any time. And there's so much love to have and so much life to have. Don't give up. She's beautiful. She is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. What a nice soul to read on. God bless her. So now we're going to do her husband and see what he has to say for himself, because he committed suicide. He said that he did not do it. He had nothing to do with it. Although, you know, the evidence and the circumstantial evidence is really strong. And, you know, throwing away evidence that had blood on it and everything. I mean, come on. So let's see. What does Fotis have to say about the situation? What does Fotis... He had two situations. Oh, I didn't even realize there was two cards there. He had a situation where he wanted to leave. He wanted his kids, and there was fight. I mean, this was 2 years of divorce, fighting, trying to get the kids. And he could never get visitation without having to have somebody there to watch. So I think this is him saying, listen, like, she put me between a rock and a hard place, and I had to do this. He's got the Knight of Wands showing that, yes, he did this. He was involved in this. He actually had to pay, and I believe this would be Kent, to come and help. Kent took the body and brought it to water. That is Kent's involvement in this. As for, let's look at Michelle, his girlfriend, and see what cards come out for her. Because I was like, was she involved? Yes, she was involved in as much as she did help him get rid of the evidence, and she's not stupid. She knows what happened. He told her that he killed his wife, but he also told her it was because I love you so much, and I want to have a life with you, and I want to have a family with you, and I did this all for you. So Michelle is and was deadly in love with him, and that was not good because she's holding the secret. She does not know where the body is, though. It's like she knows that he murdered her, and Kent knows where the body is because it's in a body of water, 100%. Oh my God, God bless all these situations that happen, you know. If you ever find yourself in a situation similar and, you know, you're thinking that you're in an abusive situation, there's always help. There's always ways to get out. There's information, phone calls, like anything. So don't feel alone if that is happening with you. Don't let that be your life. Let that be your past, and work towards having a happy, pleasant future. So my friends, that is the reading. I hope that you enjoyed the journey. And as always, I have our candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, take care, cheerio, and God bless. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff. Thanks.